Welcome back, everyone. I am so thrilled to have you here for our latest explainer. Today, we're diving into a musical phenomenon that's literally touched every corner of the planet. I mean, if you've ever caught yourself tapping your foot to a certain rhythm or getting a melody stuck in your head that you just cannot shake, well, there's a really good chance you're experiencing the magic of Brazilian songs acting as global anthems. We're going to explore exactly how this music has totally captivated audiences over the decades, completely crossing over language barriers and geography.
But right off the bat, what actually makes a global anthem? Like, what are the specific ingredients that take a simple song and turn it into this undeniable, massive hit? The kind that gets played in packed clubs, featured in blockbuster movies, and blasted at huge sporting events across entirely different continents. Honestly, it's not an easy formula to crack. But as we're about to see, certain tracks from Brazil have managed to hit the nail on the head time and time again. To figure that out, we really have to look at the core of the music itself. The global appeal of Brazilian music is deeply rooted in three absolute essentials: irresistible rhythm, undeniable passion, and incredibly captivating melodies. These aren't just background tracks, you guys. They are living, breathing pieces of art that just reach out and grab you. And this combination, it's proven to be incredibly potent, pulling in audiences worldwide, whether or not you understand a single word of Portuguese. So, let's start with the foundational era, Bossa Nova classics. This was really the moment that introduced a totally unique sophistication to the world and set the stage for everything that followed. Consider this for a second. We are talking about one of the most recorded songs in history. Just think about the sheer magnitude of that statement. Out of all the millions of songs ever written, across all languages and genres, the track we're about to discuss holds a massive historical footprint. It has this undeniable elegance that has inspired musicians from all walks of life to try and capture just a little bit of its magic. That song, of course, is Garota de Ipanema, or, as it's known worldwide, The Girl from Ipanema. Honestly, very few songs represent Brazil as perfectly as this one does. It was beautifully crafted by Antonio Carlos Jobim and Vinicius de Moraes. They took this incredibly smooth, flowing bossa nova rhythm and paired it with perfectly elegant lyrics. The result? A complete masterpiece. It's so universally appealing that countless artists across the globe have performed their own interpretations of it. It's basically the gold standard of Brazilian musical exports. And it's amazing how a song can evolve to conquer entirely new eras. Take Mas Que Nada. On one hand, you have the original by Sergio Mendes. That song had this irresistible, classic groove that made it a hit right out of the gate. But then, fast forward to 2006, and Mendes teams up with the Black Eyed Peas. They injected this super fresh, modernized spin into the track. It was a brilliant move that beautifully bridged generations, taking that classic groove and handing it right over to a completely new modern audience. Now, moving away from that smooth elegance, we transition into an entirely different kind of energy, the dance craze. This is where Brazilian rhythm stopped being just something you listened to and became something you physically had to participate in. And absolutely nothing exemplifies this better than Chorando Se Foi by Kaoma. This track was an absolute phenomenon. It became an instant hit, just rocketing to the charts across Europe and Latin America. But it didn't just top the charts, it ignited a massive worldwide dance craze. It's one of those really rare tracks where the melody is so distinct that even today, decades later, you instantly recognize it the second those first few notes play. And that brings us right up to the modern era with modern party anthems. What exactly happens when that undeniable Brazilian rhythm collides with the modern European club scene? Well, you get an explosion of high-energy, chart-topping music that completely dominates global nightlife. It's actually fascinating how this played out across the European charts. We saw two massive modern party anthems effectively divide and conquer entirely different regions. Ai Se Eu Te Pego absolutely swept through Spain, Italy, and Germany. Meanwhile, Balada completely took over France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. It's just wild to look at how these Brazilian tracks strategically dominated the entire European continent at the exact same time. Let's zoom in a bit on Ai Se Eu Te Pego. Sung by Michel Teló, this track wasn't just a hit, it was a massive global sensation. And its viral spread? It was totally supercharged by the sports world. The track exploded even further when international football superstars, guys like Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar, famously started dancing to it during their goal celebrations on the pitch. I mean, when the biggest athletes on the planet are doing your dance in front of millions of fans, your song is officially a global anthem. right alongside it during that same era, we have Gustavo Lima's massive 2012 hit Balada, which you probably know for that totally unmistakable Che Che Ray Ray hook. This track became the ultimate European party anthem. Why? Because it absolutely nailed that formula we were talking about earlier. It paired this crazy energetic beat with a completely unforgettable chorus. It's a track literally engineered to pack a dance floor and keep people moving all night.
Looking back at all these diverse eras, from the smooth, elegant bossa nova right up to those high-energy club hits, one big overarching theme emerges: music without borders. So here is the crucial takeaway. The sheer power of Brazilian rhythm absolutely proves that music knows no borders whatsoever. Whether we're talking about the 1960s or the 2010s, these tracks consistently bring just an immense amount of joy and energy to people everywhere. The rhythm of Brazil has this unique, enduring power that continues to make the world dance, completely uniting totally different cultures under one irresistible groove. Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought to wrap up our explainer today. We've seen exactly how Brazil's unique blend of passion and melody has successfully captivated the globe for decades. But if rhythm truly knows no borders, I want you to think about the future. What country's distinct beat and national rhythm is going to rise up and conquer the world next? It's definitely something to think about the next time you catch yourself tapping along to a brand new song on the radio. Thanks so much for hanging out with me to explore this awesome musical journey, and keep listening closely.